Michael Dixon to kick off 4 of the NFL on EA Sports.
It's 3-0 versus 2-1. A good early season battle as we're underway in Week 4. And he opts to start at the 25. They will run for the first time with David Montgomery. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. He was brought down at the numbers on the ground for Montgomery in last week's affair. 14 carries, 62 yards.
They've won 2 straight games, and they've done it with the running game as the focal point of their offense. So in this contest, I don't think about doing anything else. I continue to ride the hot hand that I've established and lead with the runners.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 5.
From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. And Robinson with a big catch. And he will have the Bears first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains.
At the 39-yard line.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
They're going to run this with a tight end. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Made by Julian Love. No gain on the play. Makes it 3rd and 2.
They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line.
Casey Hayward.
The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that first down gain of 8.
This defense is a difficult one. The trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
On 2nd and 12, Locke. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Malik Jackson, the 6'5" D tackle with a sack.
It's now 3rd down.
On 3rd and long, it's Locke. Now Locke, he lost the football. It's out. Again at the 25. The Chicago offense set to get started. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Play action. Now it's Locke. Now Locke, he lost the football. It's out.
Taysom Hill sacked. A fumble on the play.
Squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
Now on 2nd and 13. Locke. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 16 yards, a first down.
Bears. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
From the gun, it's Locke. And he finds Montgomery complete. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone was accounted for because ordinarily you pick up the guys downfield and sometimes you forget about the running back. In this case, they did not and dropped him for no gain.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. On third down, they go Montgomery. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. To throw again on second down. Lock. There's the former quarterback, Greg Ward Jr. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
At the 40-yard line.
On first and 10, here's Locke. And he finds his tight end, Graham. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Throwing again on second down. Locke. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we're down to Orlando, that's well into the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 20-yard line.
So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. And, Charles, they trail by 3 scores. Look, they're not completely out of this, but it's sort of go time right now.
Yeah, and they knew that coming out after halftime, it was going to take a collective effort to get back into this ball game. The defense got the stop for them, so maybe that can get things started. Now the offense has to pick their game up as well, and if they can put a score on the board, hey, they can get back in it in a hurry.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
And 1.
They run. Montgomery. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first.
That's good for a Chicago Bears.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got just pin their ears back and get after him now.
He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
Well, they're hoping the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
2nd and 6.
From the 38, Locke. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
Good for a Chicago Bears.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he stopped immediately there.
David Montgomery, the
Carlos Dunlap, the defensive end, the one to bring him down. We're glad you're with us from Soldier Field in Chicago. 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10.
their 49-yard line.
Throwing now is Locke. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
Now, the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Locke. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. On first down, it's Montgomery, and that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Okay, just like that. Just like that.
On 2nd and 11 now. Locke. That's caught by Montgomery. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. A loss of 1, now a loss of 2, and they're staring at a 3rd and 13.
13.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Locke. Now Locke, he lost the football. It's out. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line.
Recovered by Seattle.
Back
at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
On to coverage.
48, come on. Come on, boy. Come on, boy. You better be ready. Don't be scared of it. Ready.
Lock again here on 2nd and 10. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Graham. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. 3rd and 2, Lock's going to throw. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now, they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Now throwing on first down and completing it. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And that's going to be incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
And left side here, it's Graham. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And that is going to skip out of bounds. So a break there for sure. They'll hold on to the possession at the 5-yard line.
At the 5-yard line.
Let's go. 48, come on.
They'll run with Montgomery. And the Bears are going to have a 1st and goal as some good running there gets him down to about the 2-yard line. Knock it on the door. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Shotgun snap to Locke. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Jimmy Graham. Offensively and defensively, but probably the best team we've seen, right?
And has the ability to get better.
We see Drew Lock and the offense coming back on. And those numbers, they kind of tell the story of his game so far. Started off not so hot. Now he's really heated up.
And remember, he signed up for duty as the guy who leads the team, right? The field general, the signal caller. So when things go rocky early, he can't just exit out and ask someone else to pick things up. He's got to do it himself.
Now Locke, he lost the football. It's out. And the Seahawks have recovered.
Taysom Hill sacked. Fumble on the play.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's very simple
to go as they take the field. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Lock now on first down. It's caught outright by Graham. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Mike 48, Mike 48.
From the gun. Block. That's complete to Ward. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ballgame. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Here we go. Here we go.
Operating from the gun. Lock. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. They'll bring out 4 receivers. 3 of them being sent to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 4. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4.
Here I come. Mike spot 9. Set go. Man, that's trash. That's trash.
Locke looks to throw it again. This one caught by Ridley. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25.
Well, that certainly has to feel